coba dari set, apalagi ada yang apa joki-joki gitu, udah deh, itu sulit banget karena mereka semua main tuh udah pasti satu turnamen,
the terrain
pasti satu
is
turnamen.
so difficult to play around. There's a lot of divots to make their way through. Arrow of Lee Max found a really good compound dodge towards the southwest side, right on the ridge itself. We also get a lot of information going forward. Na'Vi trying to make their way down here as well, but that's to contest with them. No team that I'm worried about for Na'Vi will be 4am. A lot of times Na'Vi's let 4am catch up to them whilst they're making this rotation, but this time Na'Vi's a little bit quicker on their feet. Ever make it down before 4am start to take shots at them.
A lot of the central area of the zone being taken up. No one really on this northwestern edge of the route through Monte Nuevo, going northeast down to southwest. And 4am again left alone on their own side of the circle. This is a recipe for disaster for the rest of the lobby if they allow them to remain safe there. The question is, where does the circle shift to? If it pushes... into the rest of the teams, it sort of evens the playing field. But even if it shifts onto Monte Nuevo, all of a sudden, 4 Angry Men have got one of the best spots. Yeah, I mean, just from that position alone that you're talking about, there is so much availability to them to just peek over the top of these little hilltops and just look down towards these teams, gather information, and it's going to be so hard to actually crash towards them. Because imagine trying to drive a party bus over that track. It's not happening, or at least not speed. Caraboy landing shots over towards Dante, A1. Proving elusive for now on the knock, but a lot of damage done. This is just to the eastern edge of Chumacera for Nova XQF, who are further north than that. A1 looking to try and get the high ground. So they currently have attained, but they're surrounded by a fair few teams at the moment. No XUF family on the eastern side. No teams behind them though, so moving into the circle with a little bit of safety going forward. They're not right on the edge of the blue either, so don't have anything breathing down their necks for the time being. 4am again split up, trying to gather as much information as possible. This also means that they control a fair bit of the terrain here. If they scout it out towards the east, they know that now they control most of Monte Nuevo and most of the ridge side down towards the southwest. Doesn't really matter though when you get a circle like that which heads down towards the south. He heads down towards the southeast, John, just north of Chumacera. There we go. They are going to have to shift away. And this is the circle I was talking about. If it shifts away from them, it won't be super impactful, but it levels the playing field, and even on a level playing field, 4 Angry Men are going to run you down. If you give them an inch, they'll take a mile. I mean, but 4am again, they're just maxing their probabilities in these games, and I'm okay with that. They're always trying to get a chance where, look, we can get the circle if we all hold in this direction, but you know, we've already scattered out this area. Why don't we try and just control 2 areas at once and then just group up later on? Solkay goes down. Last ditch athletics between these 2 teams. The fight is continuing to rage on here. The rest of the teams start to group up a little bit, but the shots coming down from Alpha 7 on the top side. Football is getting crunched. Pretty tricky spot for them. Solkay getting knocked. Rom soon to follow. Lux low on HP and Lovers in. Really the only fully functioning member at the moment for Football List. Lutz does get back some HP, but now they're down to 2. Alpha 7 on the top of the hillside. They've managed to provide a windbreak for all of these teams trying to push in towards their area, towards their territory blank. They are laying their claim. Footballers have dipped their toes a little bit too far forward into the sea between Digital Athletics as well as Alpha 7, so they have been pinched by a lobster there. Pretty tricky indeed. 4 Angry Men, they've gone all the way down south now. They love those wide swings. They look for the opportune position to insurge into the circle. And Na'Vi, again, will have to face off against them out towards the edge. This southern edge is looking so difficult in Chumacera. Even for Navi, all they're trying to do right now is trying to figure out where they can actually get into this circle. Where's the best place to inject it? Like you say, 4M's right behind them. He's going to be causing them a lot of problems. Old boy hanging back as he usually does, trying to see if there's anyone, stealthily creeping up on them. And It's playing a really strong spot against all of these teams in Chumacero. The question is, are they going to take the fights one at a time, or is everyone going to try and move at the same position at the same time? You've also got to remember that these guys were right on the eastern side of the coast, so they've actually worked their way in here. It's not been a free position that they've taken. They have made some fantastic little rotations, and it will continue to bear fruit as the circle drops on top of them. Sure, they head out to the southwest, but they have an easy position to move forward towards the centre. 4 increments still out in the blue, still moving their way forward to zone 4, so those will start to hurt, will start to prove bothersome. Nova SQF on the eastern side, again trying to move on through Power 888 right now. Of course, down to 2 players, you can see them swarming over the ridgeline. Nice. Trying to hold face as Zeus come into contact with Kanina Power. This is on the southeastern edge, guarded by A1 as well further in, but the nades start to fly back and forth. Yol takes a little bit of damage, a lot of damage sent to Ably as well. Not really responded towards Kanina Power as bombardment continues. Godless down a little bit as well. The heals start to come through. Kanina Power hold for now, but they both have to move. You will be wondering where Rudini is. Unfortunately, he was not able to attend the event. So Frozen here instead for Kanina Power. Still an incredible team with Axa, Gonzo, and Black White still here holding it down. Zeus looking like they want to make a way. Axa has position on the top side. Ably here with an aid in hand. He's down. That's going to hit everything as it just swings over the top. Not going to get any damage, you say, playing 3 players left for Zeus, and they really don't want to take this fight. They don't want to reduce their strength any further. Let Kanina Power clash with A1 just over that ridgeline, and just let that fight happen. That reduces their strength. You can try and pick up something off the back of that. Navi, they found themselves Aerowolf Limax right now. All 4 players alive for both of these teams. 60 moving forward. How aggressive this guy likes to be. If you can pop the first kill though, that knock, then it means the rest of Navi can swarm over the tops on that one. But good of him to actually move back, and it feels like we are starting to see a little bit of this from Tixty more often, where it's more reserved, a little bit more passive, and he moves back, gives space to his team, and they can kind of figure out what they want to do next with this circle. There is a little bit more cover. They start to move forward using that. Remember, of course, football is down to 2 players from their engagements earlier. Both teams are going to have to move into the circle. It looks like Classical Athletics have the better spot of this, the better end of the stick. Alpha 7 move ahead, though. Will try to guard it. Lutz being burnt on out from his cover. Will get sprayed down. Beautifully done there from Silas. Dropping the molly and crushing Lutz in the corner there. Lutz in, last player standing for Footballist, again down to 1. We'll see how much further they can get. So that's 4AM taking a lot of shots. I mean, I said fashionably late, but this is looking a lot more rugged than they'd like it to be. Azaki also down, facing off between them and Secret Jin. RQ also in the position. 4AM just took too long to get here. It was such a difficult rotation for them, and they were really struggling to find an opening. However, they are still 2 players alive. They are in the circle flank, so they'll be okay for now. Secret Jin have taken a knock, and you've got RQ to worry about as well. Svan isolated from his teammates. Has moved a little bit further down on the south. That's Suk. Not going to be able to get this res. A nice nade found. Now RRQ can start to move forwards, but they still have to deal with Secret Jin, who are playing spoiler on the northern side of Chumacero. Next circle about to come through. No one wants to head towards the middle, but Abrupt Slayers, they were the only ones to brave this one forward with 2 loot crates right on top of them. They get a cheeky little circle here for themselves. Now all teams have to start to squeeze in towards the middle. 4AM is now pretty much flushed out. There's the remaining player in Suk for them. Lone Soldier, Power 888 Footballers, both in similar positions with only 1 player remaining. Nades roll downhill, gather speed from Alpha 7. towards Clash Diddle Athletics as well. They know the spots, they know the positions. That one landed, okay. Fair enough. Into the smokes. There you go. Silas trying to lead the charge with those smokes. RRQ allow Godless and Ziol to slip on by and into the circle as well. They're in an open spot. They don't want to draw attention from A1. The nade goes over the top. Ooh, a lovely nade there from RRQ. Looking to follow it up with a second, but the smoke moves. Godless low. Has been spotted. Boom goes the buggy. And with it, Ziol's hopes starting to go up in flames. Teammate down, half HP, looking to try and heal. But in comes Sukin. One hell of a tumble on the buggy. Trying to survive as well, but RRQ have him in his sights. And that's Suk falling. I mean, that was one hell of a roll. I mean, he rolled right on to receive. Fear 11 from the backside of the shack. Canine and Power frozen out in the open. See what he can do with this one, but he's about to be put on ice. RRQ are not afraid to split up, and that's exactly what they've done here, Blank. They're down to 3. They've left G9 in the back. They've got some beautiful pincers here, and they're controlling this open ground from what is minimal cover right now. Secret Jin clashing with Navi on the exit as well. Looks like Navi going very low, but Secret Jin gets... Secret Jin going down, eliminating a team on Navi. Canine Power now join the fray against RRQ. Zeus as well, still trying to hold on. Yeah, so much happening in this circle. It's taken so long for all these teams to make a move. No one wants to head out into this open ground, find themselves in position, maybe watch another team try and carelessly walk forward. So a lot happening here, but most of it's down the south side. Bigatron and Nova XQF quite comfortable, in fact, over towards the northeast. These guys are 100% waiting, biding their time. I don't think these south teams expected this kind of shit. Power Triple Eight going down. The 3 teams who finished top 3 in the last game have gone down very, very early.